Hello students, our lesson today is division algorithm. Let us start with the concept of division. If we have a number 248 and we want to divide it into two groups, what will be the number in each group? First of all, we have 200 bars, 4 times 6 and 8 ones cubes. We are going to divide them into two groups. Let us start with the bars. We are going to divide them one by one. We have 2, 1, 2. As for the sticks, we have 4 times sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the cubes, we have 8 ones cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In each group, we have 100 bar, 2 times sticks, and 4 ones cubes. Then the number is 124 in each group. The division sentence is 248 divided by 2, it's equal to 124. 248 dividend, 2 is the divisor, and 124 is the quotient. In this example, there are no leftovers. The remainder is equal to 0. Look how it takes too much time with us. That's why we are going to solve the same example following the steps of division. We have 248 divided by 2. In order to know the answer, we have to apply the 4 consecutive means after each other steps. Dad, mom, sister, and brother. The D in dad stands for divide, M in mom for multiply, S in sister for subtract, and B in brother for bring down. We have 248 divided by 2. I take the 2. I start with the dad, which is divide. 2 divided by 2 means 2 times what gives me 2 or less? 2 times 1, it's equal to 2. I write 1, then mom multiply. I write small times here and I multiply. 1 times 2, it's equal to 2. Then sister subtract. 2 minus 2, it's equal to 0. Then brother, bring down the 4. Then I repeat again. Dad divide. 4 divided by 2 means 2 times what gives me 4 or less? 2 times 2, it's equal to 4. I write 2. Then mom multiply. 2 times 2, it's equal to 4. Sister subtract. 4 minus 4, it's equal to 0. And brother, bring down the 8. Then I divide. 8 divided by 2 means 2 times what gives me 8 or less? 2 times 4, it's equal to 8. I write 4. 4 times 2, then it's equal to 8. I subtract 8 minus 8, it's equal to 0. And the answer is 124. Division with no remainder. Let us take examples. 324 divided by 4. I take the 32 because I can't take the 3 alone since it's less than 4. I start with the dad, which is divide. 32 divided by 4 means 4 times what gives me 32 or less? 4 times 8, it's equal to 32. I write 8, then I multiply. 8 times 4 is equal to 32. Then I subtract 2 minus 2 and 3 minus 3. After that, I bring down the 4. Then I divide. 4 divided by 4 means 4 times what gives me 4 or less? 4 times 1 is equal to 4. I write 1, then multiply. 1 times 4 is equal to 4. And the answer is 0. Here we can see that there is no remainder. The whole answer is 81. Second example, 987 divided by 7. I take the 9. I start with the dad, divide. 9 divided by 7 means 7 times what gives me 9 or less? 7 times 1, it's equal to 7. I write 1, then I multiply. 1 times 7, it's equal to 7. Then subtract. 9 minus 7, it's equal to 2. Then brother, bring down the 8. After that, I repeat. Divide. 28 divided by 7 means 7 times what gives me 28 or less? 7 times 4, it's equal to 28. I write 4, then multiply. 4 times 7, it's equal to 28. Then I subtract 8 minus 8 and 2 minus 2. Then I bring the 7 down. I divide. 7 divided by 7 means 7 times what gives me 7 or less? 7 times 1, it's equal to 7. I write 1. 1 times 7, it's equal to 7. I subtract 7 minus 7, it's equal to 0. The remainder is 0 and the answer is 141. As for division with remainder, we have 227 divided by 4. I take the 22 since the 2 alone is less than 4. I start with the that divide. 22 divided by 4 means 4 times what gives me 22 or less? 4 times 5 is equal to 20. I write 5. Then mom multiply 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Then sister subtract 2 minus 0 is equal to 2 and 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Then brother bring down the 7. After that I repeat. I divide. 27 divided by 4 means 4 times what gives me 27 or less? 4 times 6 is equal to 24. I write 6, then I multiply. 6 times 4 is equal to 24. Then I subtract. 7 minus 4 is equal to 3 and 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Look, 3 is less than 4. That's why I have to stop and the remainder is equal to 3. The answer is 56 and remainder 3. Second example, 575 divided by 3. I take the 5. I start with divide. 5 divided by 3 means 3 times what gives me 5 or less? 3 times 1, it's equal to 3. I write 1, then I multiply. 1 times 3, it's equal to 3. Then subtract. 5 minus 3, it's equal to 2. Bring down the 7. I divide. 27 divided by 3 means 3 times what gives me 27 or less? 3 times 9, it's equal to 27. I write 9. Then multiply. 9 times 3, it's equal to 27. Subtract. 7 minus 7 is equal to 0 and 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Then bring down the 5. I divide. 5 divided by 3 means 3 times what gives me 5 or less? 3 times 1 is equal to 3. I write 1. I multiply. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. Then I subtract. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. 2 is less than 3. Then I have to stop. The remainder is 2 and the answer is 191 and remainder 2. As for division with two-digit divisors, let us take examples. 854 divided by 14. I take the 85 since I can't take the 8 alone because it's less than 14. I start with the divide. 85 divided by 14 means 14 times what gives me 85. In order to know the answer, you have to try on a draft 14 times 1 times 2 times 3 to find an answer that is the closest one. In this case, 14 times 6 is the closest one, which is 84. I write 6, then I multiply. 6 times 14 is equal to 84. I subtract. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1 and 8 minus 8, 0. Then I bring down the 4. I divide. 14 divided by 14 means 14 times what gives me 14 or less? 14 times 1 is equal to 14. I write 1. Then I multiply. 1 times 14 is equal to 14 and I subtract. 4 minus 4, 0 and 1 minus 1, 0. The remainder is 0 and the answer is 61. Second example, 697 divided by 28. I take the 69 because 6 is less than 28. I cannot take it. I start with the divide. 69 divided by 28 means 28 times what gives me 69. In the same way, I tried on a draft. 28 times 1 times 2. I found that 28 times 2 is the closest one to 69, which is 56. Then I write 2. I multiply. 2 times 28 it's equal to 56. Then I subtract. 9 minus 6 it's equal to 3 and 6 minus 5 it's equal to 1. I bring down the 7. 137 divided by 28. 28 times what gives me 137? I multiply 28 with 1, 2, 3, 4. I found that 4 is the closest one to 137, which is 112. I write 4. Then 4 times 28 is equal to 112. After that, I subtract. 7 minus 2, 5. 3 minus 1, 2. And 1 minus 1, 0. I reached here. 25 is less than 28. That's why I have to stop. 25 is the remainder. The answer is 24 and remainder 25. As for the Euclidean form, we have dividend equal divisor times quotient plus remainder. We have examples with no remainder and with remainder. As for one-digit divisor, we calculated 324 divided by 4 and the answer was 81. The Euclidean form is dividend 324, it's equal to divisor the 4, quotient times 81 plus the remainder 0. Then I can take away the 0 and I write it in this form. As for two-digit divisors, which was 854 divided by 14, and we calculate the answer, it was 61. Its Euclidean form is 654, the dividend, it's equal to the divisor 14 times the quotient 61 plus the remainder, which is 0. Then I can take it away, the 0. As for with remainder, I have 227 divided by 4, one-digit divisor. We calculated the answer. Its Euclidean form is 227, the dividend. It's equal to the divisor 4 times the quotient 56 plus the remainder, which is 3. As for two-digit divisors, which is 28, I write the Euclidean form in this way: 697, which is the dividend, it's equal to the divisor 28 times the quotient 24 plus the remainder, which is 25. And this is your homework. Love you all.